everyone, and welcome back to MVP19 with me and Annola the Gamer.
Hi guys.
So, the plan today is to seed the field that we finally finished for harvesting. Finally got it all done, and I think we finished up at, what was it, 630,000 at the end of the episode?
Yeah, somewhere around that.
But anyway, with the money that we got from the crop, obviously we invested it in the trucks and the trailers and what have you. But what was left, we've invested in these two lovely Amazon Condor 16001, sorry, not 18001 seeders. I think they are, what are they, 18 meter width.
There might be. I think weren't they about 15, these ones?
Yeah, they might be 15 meter, but anyway, regardless, they're bigger than the one that we had. They're fully loaded with seed and fertilizer, and we have the John Deere with the bale trailer sat on the side, all loaded up with seeds and fertilizer to keep us going.
Yeah, so we've got the capacity to just keep going as and when we need to. We could just come back and reload and whatnot.
Yeah, so basically, we are going to be splitting this field up like we said before, and we're going to split it into 5 parts. Now, obviously, I can't point it out to you guys. You'll just have to see it as we're doing it, what we mean. But we're going to split the field in, no, sorry, not 5, 4 parts. And then it's all going to be the same crop, but we feel it'll just be easier to manage, so that if we don't want to harvest the whole field in one go, we can just harvest, say, 1 or 2 parts in a video, and then we'll come back to the rest of it in a later video.
Yeah, it'll just make things so much easier, especially after everything with this one. It's took us so long, so we think it'll just help save time and do it over in stages rather than all in one. On that subject, I'd like to apologise for the end of the last one. I said it was horrendous, and in some way it was, but I didn't explain myself properly, and I don't want to put you guys off the map. So what I meant by it was the amount of time it took me and PG was horrendous. Not that the map's horrendous.
For some reason, Nat's mic cut out then, so apologies for all that. Can you hear me, Nat?
Yeah, I can hear.
Not sure what happened then. What was you saying?
Yeah, basically I was apologising for the way I mentioned that it was horrendous yesterday. The last one, sorry, I say yesterday. On the last one, I didn't mean that the map was horrendous as such. I just meant the amount of time it took me and PG. But we have mentioned that we think it's more aimed at group rather than single or double. You know, it worked for someone if there was a single person and they just wanted to spend all that time, then that's up to them. Up to me, the amount of time it took me and PG was horrendous.
Yeah, definitely. I do feel it is a map for 6 to 8 people at least. I think, yeah, obviously, like I said, if someone did want to solo it and spend all that time harvesting the fields and doing whatever, then yeah, go for it. You know, you enjoy yourself. But obviously, it's our fault for doing this map, but we wanted to give it a go. We wanted to try it and just basically see how it fares for us. But it is a big map for just 2 people. It's a little too big, if I'm honest. But like I said, that's our choice and our fault, so please don't take any negativity from us as a negative against the map. It is nothing against the map. It's just the way we're feeling against our decision, should we say. It's our own fault.
Yeah, it is, definitely. But it has been enjoyable at parts, hasn't it? Even though it's been quite time consuming, it has been quite enjoyable as well at the same time. So, you know, there's pros and cons to every map, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Don't get me wrong, I've been really enjoying it, to be fair. Like Nat said, time consuming, very time consuming, but like I said, really enjoyable. Been quite enjoying all the work, because sometimes you feel like you're doing a lot of work and not really getting anywhere. And on this, you do feel like you're doing a lot of work and not getting too far, but you're seeing the money coming from that work.
Yeah, I completely agree there. You do definitely see the money come through for it. But we was talking about it and we said, can you imagine doing potatoes?
Yeah, potatoes would be a killer on one of these fields. But yeah, but no, it might be something we may do in the future just for a laugh. Maybe the final episode of the series or something, or the final couple of episodes, we'll see. Just for a bit of fun. But anyway, the plan is we're going to cut the fields up. We're going to go around the headlands first, get them all marked out, and then once we've done that, we'll start filling in the actual fields themselves. So I'm going to do the first part of the headland, and then Nat is following doing the second part of the headland, and then from there, like I said, we'll get them all marked out and we'll get them all filled in.
While he's talking about me following him, anyone watching mine, I just want to apologise for going round in circles. I'm just trying to fill in the gap.
But anyway, I think that's enough of our rambling. We are going to crack on with the time lapse. We'll get these fields marked out, and I hope you enjoy the video. See you in a moment.
See ya.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Okay, so I'll just start cutting here for a minute while we're not seeding, and we've just come to pick up some more seed because we've pretty much run out. We've got like a quarter of a pallet left, but I think it's going pretty well so far. We've managed to get 2 of the 6 sections completed. So yeah, we decided to cut it into 6 sections rather than 4 or 5. Just seemed more feasible. It just looked better when we were doing it. Obviously, as you saw, how I was trying to explain what we were doing, I couldn't explain it. So obviously, hopefully, you get the idea now of what we're going to do. I will show you what we're also going to do next after we get back with the seeds, because that'll be basically the next part of the first part of the next time lapse. But hopefully you'll get the idea of what we're trying to do. We're basically just sort of trying to cut it into, so it's not one field, it's multiple big fields. I mean, because just one of those sections is equivalent to a big field on most other maps. And then at least we can manage it a bit easier. It's in more bite-sized chunks per episode kind of thing. So it's not a case of we're just working on the same field constantly, episode after episode. Plus we feel it'll be more fun doing it that way too. But all the bits that I have missed, I am going to turn into headlands. So I am going to paint them in and turn them into headlands. And then hopefully that will make things a tad easier as well. So then we're not overlapping onto other crops and stuff like that. By the way, as well, we did get this Manitou. We haven't bought it, we've just leased it. We thought it'd be good to have at the shop, especially with the amount of seed and stuff like that that we need to buy. So we thought we'll have it on lease, we'll have it on permanent lease. And then hopefully it will get plenty of use while it's sat here. And I put that a bit close, so I need to push that over. But yeah, it should get plenty of use while we're on this map. To be fair, I do think having one of these at the shop is a good idea anyway. It's not something that you really need around the farm, but it is definitely a lot of use at the shop for picking your pallets up and stuff like that. You can just use your general front loader at the farm. You don't have to use anything like this down there. But I do find these easier to use for pallets and stuff like that, so it's always good to have. Anyway, I'm going to finish loading this trailer, and I'll be back with you in a few moments once we get back to the field, and I'll show you how we're doing the next thing. See you in a second. Okay, so basically we're in the terrain paint now, back at the farm, by the way, and the crops are already growing. Yeah, it's taking a little while, but a lot quicker than when we were harvesting. So what I basically want to do is paint all this in with grass. Now, I don't like that texture, it doesn't look very good. Not sure the actual texture might be that colour, I don't know. But anyway, I want to get all the edges painted in so that we've got headlands that are all matching up. I don't think it's going to match up to the grass on the actual map. It might do, not too sure. Yeah, I think it does. We'll find out when it grows properly. But basically, I just want to get all the headlands done on the fields, and all these gaps I'm going to get painted in so that they all look good. I'm thinking of putting a few tyre tracks on as well, just so it looks a bit more authentic for little gaps between the fields and stuff like that. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to get this done, and we'll see you in a few minutes. When we've done this, we'll get on with the seeding as well. See you soon. Well guys, that is the seeding done. I've just headed over to the shop to pick up a fuel bowser so we can get some fuel into the tank at the farm. What are you up to, Nat?
I'm just cleaning up our tractors again because they are manky after the use we've put them through today. But it weren't as bad as the harvest. So it weren't as bad as the harvest, sorry. So yeah, but they still need cleaning.
So yeah, I hope you kind of get the picture of what we were trying to do with the what do you call it? The field. Now that we've broke it up into little chunks, I do think it looks, if I do say so myself, I do think it looks quite good with the new boundaries on it and what have you. I'll quickly show you in the map view, just 1 second. And for my viewers, there you go. You see all the new boundaries. There's just one down here that I missed. But yeah, it's cut into nice bite-sized chunks now. It looks rather good.
right, I've just put the map up for my viewers so that they can see what PG was on about with the cutting it in.
Sorry guys, my game seems to have completely froze up. Just sorry about that rude interruption there, guys. Server decided to crash and it kicked us off. And as you can see, I kept driving after I left the server. So I'm in the middle of nowhere at the moment. I can't remember what I was saying just before we went off. So basically, we couldn't show you the last little bit of seeding just because it went too dark. On this map, when it goes dark, it goes really dark. It's like pitch black, you cannot see a thing. I will show you an image of that at some point. If I've got one, I will pop it in now. If I haven't, then nothing will have happened. But yeah, so all good.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try and put this through the repair bit. It's a bit of a squeeze, so I might not actually be able to do it, so that'll probably be a bit of fun.
If you can't do it, just put them on one side and I'll repair them later. As long as they're clean, that's all that matters.
Yeah, they're definitely clean.
But anyway guys, I'm going to just cut my video here for a second because it's going to take a little while for this diesel to fill up. And I'll see you when it's filled. Okay guys, so it is now full. Took nearly 10 minutes for that thing to fill. There's a bit of a... which way we're going? I think it was that way we came. It's a bit of a mission that. But anyway, it's now full. We've got 3,750 litres of fuel to put into the fuel tank up at the farm. And then at least we won't have to keep running to the shop. I do think I'm going to look for a mod for a fuel bowser rather than this one, because the refill rate on it is incredibly slow, and it only holds 3,750 litres. Ideally, I think we could do with something around the 10,000 litre mark. I think that's what the actual thing at the silo, fuel silo at the farm can hold as well. I think it's 10,000 litres. So would be a good idea because we do seem to go through a lot of fuel on this farm. The tractors and combines and everything do use a lot of fuel just with the amount of work that is involved, because both combines are currently completely empty and the tractors ain't too far off either, so we do need to do something about that, which we will. We'll get sorted out. But yeah, so like I said, unfortunately we couldn't show you the last bit of seeding because, like I said, this map does get really dark. It's literally pitch black when it goes night time, which is unfortunate. So looking at night is incredibly hard. We did struggle doing the last bit of seeding, so there was a few little patches with mist and what have you, but it's nothing too major. It is just little tiny bits. But yeah, if you like the idea of what we've done with the field, please leave us a comment. If you don't like it, leave us a comment as well. It's not, you know, not an issue either way. Just like people's opinions on what we have done. I do feel that the way we've split it up will be a lot better and a lot easier for us to manage and maintain the field. We've currently planted all soybeans in the entire field, just in each segment, but as we start to harvest them and what have you, we will change the crop out and do something different, and we're planning on doing the same with all the fields. That is the plan anyway. But yeah, so on top of that, if you'd like to give us some ideas for the other fields, should we split them, should we not? Do you want us to just do big time-lapse videos and show us harvesting the entire big field, or do you want us to break it down into smaller fields and then you know, harvest them in little segments per video, you know, however, or you know, what crops you want to see in the fields, what do you guys want to see? You know, we could do potatoes, but it could be spanned over 3 or 4 videos, like obviously it'd be a 2-weekend job, or it could be a case of we do it in one massive time lapse, or again, like I said, we could start a job, leave it for a little while, then go back to it. You know, there's plenty of ways we can do it, but what would you guys like to see? We would love to hear your ideas. We would love to know what you guys want us to do and what you want to see on this map. This map is not a strict map. We're not sticking to a rota or any kind of plan or anything like that. We're not taking it 100% seriously. You know, obviously you've seen me and Nat driving through the crops, and you've seen us driving over just seedy fields and all that kind of thing, which normally in my Let's Plays I wouldn't do, but I do try to keep my Let's Plays as realistic as possible. You know, obviously it's not always 100%, but as realistic as I can. But on this one, it is a totally non-serious map. It is just a case of get in and get it done. You know, nothing, no airs and graces kind of thing. So, like I said, you guys let us know what you want to see, and we will do our best to provide. And if you don't like something, please let us know as well. And we will do our best to either change it or not. It depends on how we feel about the comment. But yeah, so all comments are welcome, good or bad. So anyway, just get this in here, and then we can get the fuel unloaded. But no, I'm quite happy with the Condor seeders. They've been really, really good. Really impressed with them. We do want to get the what they're called now. Forgotten the name of them. Not planter. Seeder. That's one. I couldn't find it. We do want to get one of the Bulgart seeders. One of the really big ones. I would like. What are these? They're mods. Didn't know I had them. Yeah, so a mod I wasn't even aware I had. But anyway, yeah, we would like to get the Bulgart one. This one, is it this one? No, I know there's a really big one. It might be that one, the 23.2 meter. Oh, that's 25. Could be that one. Anyway, the really big one. We would like to get one of these big Bulgart seeders. We may only get one. We're not sure yet, but anyway, that is the plan. We do want to try and get one of them in the future. It's going to cost us a bit though. But anyway, I am going to get this fuel unloaded into this tank. But that is it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.